and welcome back to Daily Dhamma, a letter to our children. Today is Monday, December 1st, and this is our Monday meditation, which today will be a review of principles. We'd like to encourage everybody to look at the description box on this and other episodes. The closed captions versions includes a transcript will be coming out, but probably not till tomorrow. The reason we do guided meditation is so that participants may develop the skills for an independent practice. Meditation works best when we do it on a daily basis, and so we'd like to encourage people to do that. The instructions are in the December 1st box for how to log on to this. If you're listening to this, you've already logged on. If you're listening to it after it's posted, maybe that'll help you find it. And thanks to the guy that did that, you know who you are. This is a new month, and our focus in December is right concentration, which is part of the samadhi or meditation stream within the Eightfold Path. Monday is prep for the coming week, and today we're going to review the principles covered the first 6 weeks. And just a reminder to everybody, meditation has 2 stages. The first part is samatha, or serenity, and the second part is vipassana, or insight. First we get calm, then we wise up. It's never the other way around. Wisdom never arises from a mind in turmoil. So with that, on my mark. Find a quiet spot, spine straight, shoulders back, lower your chin towards your chest. Rest your hands in your lap or on your thighs or knees. Close your eyes and mouth. Imagine a ball of white light an inch or 2, 3 to 5 centimeters beneath your nostrils. Inhale through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Breathe in through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Just smooth, natural breaths. When outside thoughts intrude, gently brush them aside, thinking, no, that's not my business. I'm focused on my breath as it goes in through my nose, down past my heart to my stomach, and back out the same way. On Monday, we always start with the Dhammapada, verse 1. Mind is the forerunner of all things. Think and act with a corrupt heart, and sorrow will follow one, as surely as the cart follows the ox that pulls it. 2. Mind is the forerunner of all things. Think and act with a pure heart, and happiness will follow, as surely as one's never departing shadow. So, the Dhammapada teaches us that our mind leads us to delusions, preoccupations, moods. We meditate to let things go, not to get stuff. If we let go a little, we get a little serenity. If we let go a lot, we get a lot of serenity. And if we let go completely, that is, if we accept life as it is, we get complete serenity. The first principle of our meditation practice is that we don't believe what we see what we believe. That's why we should believe good things. You need to talk about the 5 Khandhas. Khandha is aggregate or heap, and these are 5 facets of the human existence. The 5 Khandhas are the body, feelings, memories and perceptions, thoughts, and consciousness. And these are all impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not the self. We are taught that they are like a lump of molten lead, white hot, dripping. We cannot touch it on the top, cannot touch it on the sides or the bottom. There's no place we can touch the khandhas without burning ourselves very badly. So we look at them, we examine them, we see them for what they are, and we let them go. As meditators, we have 3 duties. First, we must be mindful, and that means pay attention now to what we are doing now. And in this group, we focus on the ball of light as it goes in through our nose, down past our heart to our stomach, and back out the same way. Just smooth, natural breaths. Our second duty is collectedness or concentration. We focus on the light and the Dhamma talk, not to get captured by the talk, but to let it wash over us. And when outside issues come in, we brush them aside, thinking, no, that's not my business. I'm focused on my breath. And the last duty is contentment. We must be content now. We're not content next week. We're not content on Saturday. We're not content in the next room. We are content now, or we are not content. And there are different words we have used for this in the last 6 weeks. We've used sufficiency. We've used copacetic. Another way to look at it is being at one. And if we can be calm and present for a few seconds during this meditation, we can be calm for a number of minutes. And if we're calm for a number of minutes, we can stitch together those moments of mindfulness and shazam. We go, wow. We look up and we see the clock. We haven't had an angry, resentful, or fearful thought for a couple of hours. How did that happen? How indeed. And that's the focus. Now, as we go through this week, we have 4 suggestions. 1, let's be impeccable in our speech. We should say what we mean what we say, but don't say it mean. 2, Don't assume. We are not good mind readers. If I assume, I make an ass of you and me. Number 3, Q-tip. Quit taking it personally. The universe has bigger fish to fry than ruining our week. And 4th, this week, let's do our best. As we move into the second phase of meditation, panya or wisdom, we come to our second principle, which is to remember that thoughts lead to words and words lead to deeds. Dhammapada 252. It's easy to see the faults of others, but hard to see one's own. 253. If one focuses on others' faults and constantly takes offense, one's own toxins flourish, and one is far from their destruction. So we mind our own business. None of these principles are about controlling others. They are all about controlling ourselves. Our third principle is first things first. As we go through our life this week, remember that ethical conduct, that is sila, the sila stream within the Eightfold Path, precedes the ability to meditate. We cannot sit in meditation if we are living a double life. So we have to let those things go. Likewise with meditation, first we are content, then we can wise up. It never goes the other way. Ajahn Brahmavamso had this to say: the practice of virtue means getting hold of the mind, which is being defiled by habitual patterns of unskillful reactions. The reactions of a crazy person, the reactions of a person who just cannot see. The mind is covered up with grease and dust, so it cannot see its own welfare. The practice of virtue is the first shining and cleaning up of the mind, wiping away the accumulated dust and grime of many lifetimes. Back to the beginning, our thoughts precede our moods, our preoccupations, the obsessions of the mind that we develop. And we control those by controlling our thoughts. If we think evil thoughts, evil is all we see. If we think pure thoughts, that is all we see too. Our fourth principle is discipline. Again, with Brahmavamso, the Buddha not only encouraged faith using the metaphoric carrot, the encouragement, incitement, and reassurance that this is a path which produces fruit, he also used the stick. The stick is just reflecting and wisely seeing the consequences of going the wrong way, into the realm of craving and desire, of disappointment and frustration. that is enough of a stick because it gives a sense of wholesome fear, otapa in Pali. The fear of the consequences of not continuing to make an effort, not continuing to walk this path, and not continuing to progress as far as your ability allows. So these things are not given. A wholesome fear, otapa, doesn't mean hiding under the bed or quivering and quaking or not living fully. It means being aware of what is at risk if we choose evil over good. The fifth principle is don't argue. Dhammapada 2:10. Don't get entangled with what you long for or dislike. Not seeing what you long for is suffering. So is seeing what you dislike. Again, if we seek out God, if we seek God, and I don't care what your definition of God is, good orderly direction is a Buddhist one. That's too masculine. How about grace over drama? That's nice and aspirational and feminine. Many of our friends who are Jewish or Christian or other faiths have an anthropomorphic God. Whatever your God is, when we seek out God, good things happen. When we don't seek out God, when we are self-centered instead of God-centered, something different happens. So this week, as we go through this week, this brings us to our sixth principle, which is diligent practice. There are things we can do that will help us during this week. When we go through life, and this is the same when we meditate, we should project loving feelings. That's metta with two T's, metta. Second, we should practice generosity of the spirit, not alms for the poor, but giving the other person the benefit of the doubt. And I refer you to 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Paul makes it very clear that we're not talking about giving things to people. We're talking about granting them the benefit of the doubt when we're in interactions with them. We need to project kindness and helpfulness. We need to practice sati, which is mindfulness. This meditation practice we are doing today is called anapanasati, which is mindfulness of breathing. As we breathe in through our nose, watch it go down past our heart to our stomach and back out the same way. Sampajana, which is self-awareness. Who are we? What are we about? Panya, which is wisdom, and selfless service to all. We learn that we cannot think our way into right actions, but if we act right, our thinking falls into line. So let's look at selfless service for just a second. We hear about this a lot. What do we mean? We mean, number one, no thought of the outcome. We do our duty. We do what we are supposed to do, the next right thing, but we don't think of the outcome. That's God's business, however you see God. Second, we're in the front of the boat and we row and we row, and we row. And God, let's say grace over drama, is in the back with her hands on the tiller, and she will guide us to the safe harbor that we should be in. Number 3, we practice unconditional, not transactional love. And this leads right into number 4, reciprocal love. It's not emotional blackmail. It's not meet my emotional needs and solve all my problems, and maybe, perhaps, I won't abandon you. That's not what we're talking about. We must have a relationship with the spark of God within the breast of the person we are talking with. We have to act as if we are speaking with God, because that's exactly who we are speaking with. This is, you could say it another way too. I see your pain, I honor it, but I don't need to fix it. That's between you and God. This is compassion, not codependency. And so this week, as you go through your daily lives, if you start to feel restless, irritable, or discontent, take a breath, excuse yourself, go into the next room, close the door, sit down and put your earphones in. Imagine a ball of white light an inch or two below your nostrils. Breathe in through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Namaste. Okay. Thank you very much for coming. The closed caption version that also has the transcript available will be coming probably not until tomorrow. And at the bottom of December 1st episode, an alert reader gave a 3-point method for getting into this live stream. If you're here, you already know what it is. If you're not here and you're listening to this later, why don't you check out that description box and maybe it'll help. Thank you very much. You know who you are. We won't embarrass you online. So thank you very much for coming and have a wonderful day. Namaste.